Today, we honor relentless Rohan, his service, his sacrifice. More than a protector of Neomuna, he was a true Cloud Strider. He cut his years short so that the whole of humanity may thrive far into the future.
Today we suffer, so tomorrow can live on.
My game archive
this is the day job.
just one more
Chief
time.
Archivist Quinn
Hold
Lagari.
his mouth shut.
Librarian to the stars. The sabotage thing is just a side gig. And I am grateful for all your skullduggery, by the way. My day job is a lot more filing. Anyway, this is where I'd usually show you around, maybe buy you a drink, but I got an eensy-weensy crisis. Let me just...
Just hanging around, huh? My old boss Marco used to say, if you got time to lean, you got time to glean. I didn't think it was funny either. A shame you're not in here with me. I got this virtual chai I've been perfecting. The taste, the smell, the temperature.
Welcome, Neomuna, to the Hall of Heroes, where history lives on in you. The Earth author Peter S. Beagle once wrote, "There is no immortality but a tree's love. No one dies so long as they are remembered." So join me, City Archivist Quinn Lagari, as we learn about the great heroes who have made our impossible city a reality. Hi, I'm Quinn Lagari, City Archivist. It's my job to keep re-record all my originals. Apparently, my take on history can be too sarcastic.
Miss the smell of books so much. I wonder if Sid could write me a sim for that. Maybe best not to ask after the Sim Gazpacho incident.
Altruism, affinity, awareness. These aren't just the Cloudstrider ideals. They are the soul of Neomuna. Each of the memorials filling this room is a server dedicated to the life of a fallen hero, made from their own augmented systems. Every communication and journal detailing their noble sacrifice is available not only for future Cloudstriders to study, but you as well. The truest way to honor our city's champions is by using their experience to improve ourselves.
So, what?
Here in the foyer of arrivals rests noble Rohan. This sacred space honors both the beauty and the grief in a hero's passing. Since lockdown, so much of our city lived vicariously through our champion, and so we feel his loss more keenly. Every Cloudstrider embraces mortality, but in the lives they save and deeds recounted, they are timeless.
What? Yeah, absolutely. Sector 4? Probably not until... Oh, hang on. Left my world sync on.
The seed of each plant thrives in soil enriched by fallen leaves. All they are, from inception to fruit, is an echo of who came before. The plants grown here in the Hall of Heroes are all reclaimed species, extinct on Earth and restored on Neomuna. They are memories of a lost homeworld, returned to life thanks to the safety and prosperity our champions provide.
It's from a billion years ago. If I scrape the repeaters before they cycle.
Every drop that falls eventually reaches its end, yet the river continues on. That lone drop is simply a shape the river takes for a time. The water within rejoins the flow and continues on. Those loved ones who pass remain a part of us, forever shaping who we are and who we become.
It's a damn shame to blow up all these pyramid ships. A billion-year-old empire. They must have some amazing records.
The Bukas you see throughout the Hall of Heroes are attracted to the powerful emotions of visitors just like you. Over generations, they have acclimated to their human neighbors. Cloudstriders routinely use emotional support Bukas in training and therapy. They often select the friendliest chicks from those hatched right here, among their fallen predecessors. The founders came to Neptune in fear, desperate to survive the collapse. The Traveler had left gardens on many planets and moons, but on Neptune, they found a harsh frontier of floating continents and dangerous storms. Compassion, cooperation, and innovation allowed them to survive, just as they now allow us all to flourish.
Maelstrom. She was one of the city's greatest military leaders. Ended the Cobalt occupation before she even became a Cloud Strider. Everybody loves him now, but back when Blue Jay was just Conrad Jane, the whole city hated his guts. Did all kinds of illegal sim research. The Strider. She was the very first official Cloud Strider. Losing her records hurts the most. Stargazer. You probably wouldn't expect a mathematician to be a great Cloud Strider, but I hear your Ikora Ray is kind of a nerd too. Siegebreaker. Telluride Magsy. He converted in the middle of the 20-year siege, and he ended it. But Vex captured his mentor, Puck. Magsy rescued Puck, but by then, the bots had stripped secrets from his brain. Old man couldn't handle the guilt. Took risks. Got hurt.
That's awful. And eerily similar to what Osiris went through. I wonder if Rohan learned how to counsel Osiris from... Guardian, your strand, it's... What's happening?
You recreated the memorial. Nimbus said your strand power could make things, but I didn't think they meant like this.
Neither did we. I guess Neomuna's emotional connection to their heroes is strong enough to anchor this strand creation permanently.
I've read some academic studies on veil transcription of the collective unconscious. I bet if I put you in cryo, I could...
Quinn, maybe we should focus on the Vex for now. Why they attacked and if they're coming back.
Yeah, I guess you're probably more useful not frozen. Right now. Let's see if we can figure out why the Vex broke in. Hang on. We gotta file these lesson plan requisitions from teachers. Kids don't stop learning just because the whole world's on fire. Hey there, Bright Eyes. At least, I assume they're bright. Hey there, Bright Helmet? Nah. Hey, can I get you to take a look at this? Built a data crawler app to scour Siegebreaker's database for mentions of the other 4 Cloud Striders targeted in that Vex attack. He references Stargazer and some kind of secret number crunching algorithm. No context. So I need you to restore Stargazer's records. All you need to do is sort of vibe with Stargazer, the city's most famous explorer.
This is Jisoo Calorando coming to you once again with a special guest as part of our continuing war coverage, the Cabal Empress Keitel. Your Majesty, thank you for joining us today.
We thank you, Mr. Calorando.
Most of our listeners know little of your people's history beyond your colonization efforts on Mars and the recent Red War with Earth. Tell me, what is your goal here in the Sol system?
We came to your system as conquerors, Mr. Calorando. While that was not under my rule, it is a banner I would have gladly waved.
And yet you extended the offer of a truce with Earth.
The Cabal say there is no road through war. Your direction must change with circumstance.
With Neomuna Civil News, this is Jisoo Calorando coming to you today with Cloudstrider Nimbus for updates on the recent conflict. Nimbus, thank you for joining us in light of the heavy burden that has recently fallen on your shoulders.
I mean, whole city's hurting right now, Jisoo. Rohan was my hero, same as everyone else. But the best thing we can all do is make sure his sacrifice means something. Keep this city safe.
And what of the Guardians? Have they helped maintain our peace and safety, or are they adding new complications?
We all knew the return of the Pyramid Fleet was going to be complicated, and I'm glad we had the Guardians here every step of the way. There's one thing Rohan taught me, it's that no one survives alone. We need each other.
Impassioned words from one of our city's great champions. Let us hope time proves them wise as well. This is Jisoo Calorando, signing off.
Hey, Ligari, how are things holding up over there? Heard the hall got hit.
Oh, it's fine-ish. No load-bearing damage, and the rest is taken care of. A little unorthodox, but we're good.
You sure? I can take a look.
Some new intel. Come take a look. Oh, hey, Guardian. Induction ceremony wrap up all right? The citizens did a good job improvising. Traditionally, both Cloudstriders are there for the final handoff, but Rohan wasn't here, so... And if he were, he wouldn't be moaning about the past. He'd be too busy cracking open the veil, jumping through the portal, and knocking the witness back on its multiple asses. You know, the Vex were working on a copycat veil. Oh yeah, Rohan stumbled on it in the Nexus, years ago. It was half finished then, but he was convinced that the Vex had the goods on the original. Goods we'd need one day. Just think! We wrestle the Veil's secrets out of the Vex and we're one step closer to kicking down the Witness's door. But first, we gotta track down Rohan's notes. So, what do you say? Help me follow in the big guy's footsteps? Looking good, pal.